full experience. The last almost 7 years has been the support of the team there, and the leadership has always allowed me to kind of do and follow wacky ideas. So probably one of the most important things I think we contributed was this urban heat island mapping campaign work, as well as the subsequent studies that we published afterwards, including the overlaps between these urban heat island pockets and historical redlining practices, which was featured on the front page of the New York Times. A lot of attention to Richmond and their leadership around these sorts of topics is something I'm very proud of. Another is how we then turned that information into actionable projects here in Richmond. We've garnered over $1 million in federal funding through different agencies seeking to do urban heat and stormwater mitigation that the heat island map can help prioritize where you would want to make those investments and do projects first. So we have dozens and dozens of community driven tree planting projects all over the city, and in many places on the south side of the river, driven by community organizations that have picked up the urban heat island and other inequities in the city as part of their mission. So I'm very proud of seeing the green spaces expand in the city. In fact, the Mayor Stoney back in 2020 dedicated the first 5 new public green spaces based on that work and the work of others, many organizations around the city. And then, kind of on the lighter side, I'm super proud of all of the weird YouTube videos we've made over the years. I think one of my favorites, scientifically speaking, was our video on the difference between weather and climate. And we used very, common analogies for it, like your mood versus your personality, the batting average versus the at bat of a baseball player. And I think that really elevated the Science Museum's reputation as creating these really valuable teaching and science communication tools. I will say that probably my all-time favorite video, though, is where I got to pretend that I was Wayne Campbell from Wayne's World in an advertisement for an adult after-hours programming event that we had at the Science Museum. I'll let you search on YouTube for it on your own time.
I'm sure I'll find it, and we'll take a good look at that later on. That's beyond the scope of this course, as we say.